There's nothing else quite like TexSEF iRacing. It's a proving ground where high school drivers push beyond expectations and race at a level only a few can ever dream to reach. Precision, consistency, and raw speed define every lap, and every move matters. And here, there's no room for mistakes.
Come with me and show me take a look.
Makes it on the outside, shoots on the inside, and does he make that almost Marco with that straight line speed comes back.
Probably say team building, because it's not just you actually interact with the other racers, and that it's more of a team environment while you're racing, and you're not as competitive when you're on the track, but even on the track you're communicating with other people, trying to make sure you don't wreck them out.
If I had to describe TexSEF iRacing in one word, it would be top tier.
Intense comes to mind for some reason.
Welcome to TexSEF iRacing.
Trying to take it wide for this corner, does get the third place back after his stop.
Maybe a little bit of a switch back and over under move here. Just turn 7. Marco around the outside of both cars, gets it done on the Porsche, but that is a wreck coming off. Having enough experience here. Groove does make an inside move, almost locks him up, gets through just barely. He is through on Marco. And again, acting like it's a dirt track layout that is almost all the way around. Little wall tap. They're going to make up all the time that he can. Marco really pinning it wide and getting that undercut strategy on Bridgepoint. Really good move on his part.
First of all, I want to shout out everybody in the league. I had a lot of fun.
Hello everybody, and it is race day once again, but not just a regular race day. Sitting next to me is Jonathan Galdamez as a part of TAMUT Esports. We are here at TexSEF Undisputed. We have a crowd cam going. We'll take a look here in just a second. Elgato's not working right now, so we'll get that underway here in a minute. But either way, we're a little bit late to the party here, Jonathan. We're not only here just representing the college, we're here as a part of Undisputed. This is the second day of the competition that we're doing this, so we're going underway. Green flag is already dropped. We're already a little bit more than 8 minutes into the race, so that's kind of on a little bit on me, a little bit of on just some unforeseen circumstances. Jonathan, how do you feel about this race is already gone? We're going to go ahead and get to the line portion. That way we see everything. But Jonathan, we're on board. We have a Mr. Axel from Science Academy that is leading the pack here. Yes, that is Science Academy Axel leading the pack with just not too far Dylan behind him, and Marco leading up in third with Matt.
I mean, I'm feeling great. Being able to see this racing, especially here now live, it's loads of fun being able to see all these racers and how intense they are in all this. It definitely brings a whole different aspect to it all. One of the biggest things, I mean, I was watching a little bit, and I'm pretty sure he either went off track or a little wreck right at the beginning, which has him in the a little bit further back and forth. But so far it's been a pretty good race, and I'm looking forward to see where everything else goes.
Absolutely, I do agree with you on that. It has been a good little 8 minutes here that we've kind of seen offline here. Hopefully we can get the crowd cam going and show you just what's going on all around us. All around the surrounding pools. We have 4 races going in this pool A. We do have 2 pools, so we're going to be doing a lot of racing and a lot of casting here today, Jonathan. So lots and lots of races, but we're going to be doing at least 5 races per pool, so that's 10 races in total just today. Not to mention the 3 races tomorrow, 6 races in total for the pool A and pool B. But not to mention that, we're also doing the coaches exhibition as well as the champions race, which I myself will be racing in that, so we might get a first-hand experience here live on the TMT and Esports Twitch and YouTube. We will be shown on the main TexSEF big stream there on the big screens that you can't see on the stream right now, but we can definitely see here in person. We're going to work on getting those cameras up and going. But right now we are holding strong with Axel on the lead. Ridgepoint holding in second, trying to chase him down in that Corvette, trying to get a hold of the white Mercedes from Academy. In third, we do have Axel holding strong. We do have not too far away from this little lead pack here. We have Marco from Baylor. Strong of a driver, so we're going to see a lot of racing from him today. So we'll see if he can try and catch up in that BMW, or if he's going to hold strong in that 3rd place as Science Academy and Richmond start running away with it.
Yeah, this is 20 minutes in this race, so really anything can happen. I'd say
20 minutes left to go.
just a matter of time to be able to see what builds up. 'Cause, I mean, like we said, 20 minutes, really anything can happen at this point. So just kind of see how everybody's racing today, and like you said, this is only the first race out of 5 for this pool, and then there'll be 3 more racers coming in from Pool B. So that's another 5 more races. So it's only the beginning of the day.
Yeah, it is only the beginning of the day. It is about 10:47 a.m. CST here, live from Waco. We are in Baylor University, Paula Hurd Center, the Welcome Center here on Baylor University, just right off the highway, right off the interstate. So we're here. We have all the lights going, all the drivers running as fast as they can. You see Axel's little impromptu paint scheme there saying hello with the required logos. We do require all the drivers to run at least the TexSEF Undisputed logo as well as the TexSEF iRacing logo. So you kind of see that on the car as he's running by. We'll take a look, a little bit better look towards, and we'll also get a look on Ridgepoint, Mr. Dylan, running that purple Corvette, running down in the Panther Esport machine, trying to chase down on that leader from Science Academy, trying to get these points early on. You see the Monday series for the regular season just a few short weeks ago. So he's trying to take the Undisputed State Championship and take home 2 championships in 1 season. Whether he can or whether Axel will shut the door on him here and get those points out early is all up to him. Yeah. We see a lot of racing going on, so check us out. TAMUT_esports on Twitch and YouTube. You can check it out at TexSEF1, Texas Scholastic Esports Federation on YouTube, where the big mainstream will be going. You'll see us all over the place running all these different games. Splatoon,
Rocket League, you said 2K Madden. We got Tekken. We just actually crowned our Tekken champion earlier, I'm pretty sure. What else do we got? We have, a bunch of there's loads of other games. It's too many to count.
There's way too many for us to count here in the booth, but that is okay. So many different kids, so many different schools, so many different coaches.
1,200 students.
Yeah, over 1,200 people, not including coaches, not staff. That's a lot of just kids that came here that are qualified just to sit down at the state level and represent their high school and their esport, just like these guys are doing in these cars. We hear those motors going in the background. Not only are you hearing it on stream, but we're also hearing it in person with those speakers just blaring, the wheels turning, and the gas pedals being mashed. It's absolutely insane to see these guys virtually, but also see them in person. It's a whole another battlefield that we're going to see unfold within the next 17 and a half minutes. We're going to see all these drivers come through today. We're going to see if we can get that crowd cam going while we're doing this. So a little bit of a live running there. I do believe that we should have it going, so we'll get that shown on the screen here in just a minute. Sit here and mess with all our stuff here.
Of course. Yeah, as we can see, it's a pretty good race so far. We're only what, 15 minutes in, so there's still about 15 minutes to go. We currently have the white Mercedes first, and then we have the Corvette in second, but no, we don't want to count out third because they're right behind. So, and as we know from seeing the past couple races, anything can happen. So just don't count anybody out until we see that checkered flag.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's always going to be that checkered flag. It's going to be on about 16 minutes. About halfway through. It's a 30-minute long race each time. And we're doing 2 pools. So pool A is going right now. Pool B is going to start immediately after this. So that's going to be a pretty fun thing to watch. Seeing with 15 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Pool B is going to start very shortly, John.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited. I think it'll be really good racing all the way around. So I'm looking forward to being able to see what's in store. Because, I mean, really, you can't plan iRacing. Anything like this is all up to the racers and how they're feeling today, what they ate for breakfast earlier, and what they had for dinner. So it all comes into on the track and off the track. But I'm looking forward to it. Like we said, we got Pool B right after this, and so we've got 15 minutes of racing to watch right now, and another 30 minutes after that for Pool B. So I mean, we're gonna be sitting in these seats, casting iRacing for y'all for the next rest of our lives.
Yeah, the rest of the day, our butts are gonna get sore after today. I think so.
Hey, it's better than yesterday. My legs hurt from yesterday, so hey, today's good for me.
I do agree. We were running all around this building trying to get everything going underway. We were here a part of the iRacing. I was spending about 12 hours downloading a good long while trying to get everything going, everything underway, trying to make sure everything will run perfect. But nothing is ever going to be perfect. As you can see on the stream, we do still are lacking in a few things, lacking in maybe a couple of aspects that we can always improve upon. I know not everything's going that way I want to, but it's okay. Make it, just kind of get it to improve. The microphones do sound a little bit different because we are not using our usual microphones. We are using a couple of headset mics, so we sound a little bit differently. Then I'm sorry, but that is okay. We will get that fixed as we go on. So Jonathan, I think we are just about ready to get a hold of some of our crowd cam here in the bottom left of our screen.
Sounds good.
There we go. Absolutely. There's our drivers. You have Lubbock sitting in the bottom left corner. You have Ridgepoint sitting in the middle left. You have Cleveland sitting just above that on the upper right, and you have Axel from Science Academy sitting in that far right one. With us here in the caster's booth, just sitting right here. You see my little hand sitting there waving at you. So we're gonna see if we can get a hold of that a little bit later on and get you some better views. But right now, just 13 and a half minutes to go, Jonathan. And we sat on Axel a good bit, so we're gonna take a look back here at a driver that is a little bit backwards, a little bit still running the Mustang. He's been running the Mustang all season long. He's got that cross there on the hood to show his dedication. We love it for him. There's your required logos. You see that flag right across the rear quarter panel. I'm not sure what that face was on the side. We'll maybe get a look here in just a moment of what it is.
Yeah, I mean, what do we got going on?
I think that's the sister. I think that's Mother Mary.
That's what it looks like. If I'm not mistaken, that is what it looks like. But I mean, so far, I mean, I did remember seeing at the very beginning. It looked like he went off track, so he did get kind of set back from there. And it was like within the first lap, he got off track. So a little unsettling, but I'm sure he can come back. And like we said, there's still 5 more races even in this pool to be able to get into brackets. So having one bad race isn't going to be the end of the world, because there's so much more that can happen in the next 4 races after this, and there's other pools to go. So there's so much that could happen within the next 8 hours of us racing.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot more racing. So we have each session's about an hour long. So we do 30-minute races. So 20-minute practices to get everyone situated, everyone going underway. Then we do a 10-minute qualifying, and then we get underway with a 30-minute race. So making sure that is all correct and going. We should have about 10 hours left to stream.
Yahoo!
About 9 to 10 hours. So we're going to be doing a lot of casting here as a part of the TexSEF iRacing here at the TexSEF Undisputed State Championship, hosted here at the Baylor University in Waco, Texas, as a part of TAMUT_Esports on Twitch and TexSEF Esports Federation on YouTube. you'll check us out there. You'll also check us out at TAMUT_esports on YouTube as well. You see us racing live all day long.
What are your thoughts on this campus? Pretty nice, isn't it?
It is. It's something I'm not used to. I'm very much used to a very small campus like TAMUT. That you're also a little bit more used to, Jonathan.
Yeah.
I think it's very large. It's something I'm not used to, so it's very different. I think I'm a little bit afraid of the change. You know,
The big campus live, everybody.
There's all kinds of different people walking all over the place. There's so many different people that I don't know. You know almost everyone on campus at this point. Yeah. It's like a quarter of the people here at A&M Texarkana than there is here at Baylor. Probably the entire campus. Probably the entire campus can fit.
I mean, there's probably everybody in this Herd Center is probably the same amount as our campus.
I think I have to agree on that one. There's a lot of different buildings here as well. We're used to just about 4 or 5 buildings in total, but here at Baylor, there's at least like 20 times that. There's a lot of buildings here.
Yeah.
I think I even see a guy carrying a giant cardboard sword. It looks like a cardboard sword. That's a big prop. So.
He brought it to the last event with TexSEF, the one in Forney.
Oh yeah. I was not there.
You were not there, yeah.
Okay.
But the event in Forney, he brought that too.
Maybe it's a good luck.
Maybe.
I hope so. Otherwise, he's just carrying a giant sword. But speaking of, he looks like Axel just got past Matt there, making Matt go a lap down. Results here. Yes, that is Matt going about a lap and a half down. So that's Axel on through. That is Dylan on through. Marco's still fighting to get a hold of third place, trying to get it caught back into it. Just kind of trying to get around the corner here, turn 1 into turn 2, making sure he's going to stay solid. He's got 5 more races to go just for today and 3 more races tomorrow, so he's got to get that head down, the steering tight, and make sure that he gets that car towards the front of this little pack because not too far ahead is our leaders. You know, actually looks like Dylan just got past Axel, getting into the lead for the lead change. Yeah. That's a very big change in just 9.5 minutes to go. The Corvette is through on the Mercedes, so the Mercedes is going to have to get a big defender here, try and get past the Corvette. The Corvette's going to look to defend, try and get all the way through. Mercedes does not get through on this double right. The Corvette's going to defend it just as well as he should. Mercedes is going to have a little bit more of the upper end power. That's Mercedes flashing his lights on. Hey, that's my spot. Give it back. Corvette's probably going to be flashing that brake light just a little bit, saying, no, this is mine now. I made it fair and square. Corvette just trying to run away with a bit more slipstream. Mercedes right on his tail, looking to maybe be all over the mirror, trying to get on the attack of the Corvette, not doing anything. He's just getting it, shaking it off, rolling on the shoulder, rolling with the punches, trying to get underway. He's got 8.5 minutes to go, so he's got a few more laps to try and defend with. Last year, but the Corvette's a very strong contender. It's what I raced in the collegiate series, so running that.
You didn't race in your truck?
I did not race in my truck. Truck I can race.
But whenever the Corvette passed the white Mercedes earlier, he did take advantage of that slipstream from the Mercedes. So I'm not sure you saw, but he flew right past him, and he took advantage of that slipstream and was able to get around him on that straight. What car between the Mercedes and the Corvette do you think has a better straight advantage?
The better straight advantage is really a head-on thing here. Mercedes has power to put to the rear wheels, but that Corvette, it's a lot slicker. It's a lot more streamlined. Sorry for the voice. 4 days. We've been going. This is day 2 of the official thing, so this is 4 days for us on the commute to here. But the Corvette does have a little bit better straight power. So in the slipstream, the Mercedes ideally does have a little bit better of an advantage. The Corvette does have a little bit better than the Mercedes does. So that's a little bit squirrel coming out of the Corvette, out of that double right-hander. But the Corvette's still looking to defend, try and get the Mercedes out of his slipstream. If he can, that Mercedes is just going to get dunked behind. He's going to start losing time. So that's ideally what he's going to be passed over a half-second out. Mercedes going to look for a little bit of a nose out. Making him out of it. Does not get there. It's just slightly too far away to make the move stick. So the Mercedes going to stick with him in the second place. Corvette going to hold the first place, the win here. Now 6 and a bit more minutes to go. Mercedes still trying to chase down that Corvette. We're coming upon I believe this is lap 13, lap 14 coming up upon. Mercedes still on the attack, staying up in the mirrors, trying to brush him a little bit, trying to get in his head. Maybe the Mercedes is starting to hear us here on the caster's move. He's about 4 feet away from us on the right hand side. We'll get a hold of that caster cam there, or the crowd cam to see him in there. Middle right, and we're just about right here where my hand is, so he can maybe hear us with those speakers blaring. You might hear it in the background of that Mercedes, just absolutely.
And one thing I will say is I am kind of curious to see what happened at the very beginning though with our 4th place, because I mean I remember seeing that it was a little bit further back, but I kind of want to know maybe after the race to see kind of what happened there, because there's a little bit of a delay with him. Everything stuff happens, and I'm sure we'll be able to bounce right back after we get into his pool again.
Yeah, we can absolutely take a look here after the race. We got 5 more races, so we're not going to do any. We get a champion crowned in Pool A and Pool B to see what's going on there. We can definitely check that out after the race. See just what happened to that Mustang from Lubbock.
And why don't you tell me a little bit about the format on how all this is going down for the viewers at home?
Absolutely. So the format we are doing is 2 pools, Pool A and Pool B. Main pool, what you're seeing now, and Pool B going to be starting shortly after this race. In total, with 2 exhibition races. The coaches' exhibition, the smallest likely to be happening tomorrow, and the champions race happening between myself as the first champion, as well as Marco, the 2025 defending champion, as well as whoever is crowned the 2026 state champion tomorrow. So we're doing 5 races. 5 races tomorrow, 2 of those will be exhibition, 3 races for the points paying. That is Axel diving into the pits, making his pit stop. Corvette has yet to pit, so he's going to probably make a last-second pit here in the next lap or 2. Mercedes going to sit there, get some fresh tires, some more fuel, and we'll see just what happens to that. But getting underway on Corvette, still running strong, still trying to get down his track time. Just probably a little bit surprised to see Axel diving into the pit right now. We're going to take a look back here and get a hold. Looks like Marco's also diving into the pits here, trying to get his pit stop out of the way. We're going to take a look back further at Matt, see if he dives into the pit lane. Looks like not. He's going to be trying to stay on that main strategy, probably with Dylan. He's going to see Dylan off to his right, so he's trying to get underway. A little bit of a grass kicking up there on the main straight. Half 6 cross finish coming in turn 1. We're going to put you on board, Mr. Dylan here in the machine. And we'll be right back with you as we try and get you a lap here of some beautiful Corvette V8 Mustang sounds. And we're back. Saw Dylan kind of out of there in the pits during a little
Yeah.
race, so we switched over to Matt. Love it. We do have a minute 17 left, so just the last couple of minutes. Looks like I believe Dylan should have this race in the bag. So Science Academy does have a really gap. I'm not sure whether that is true or if maybe I'm lying to you here in the booth. Maybe my information isn't fully correct.
Yeah, and one quick question: are the pit stops required?
Yes, pit stops are required as during the regular season. One pit stop is required during the race. Maybe everything here, that way you're not just a little 30-minute race, nothing but just straight driving. So we're going to get you a little bit of a deficit here that you have to dive into the pits and lose a little bit of time to save your car a little bit.
Save that tire wear a little bit.
Yeah, save your tire wear, get some new fuel.
A little oil change.
Maybe a little change. Maybe a little engine swap during the race.
Hey, what are we switching in there? Inline 4?
No, I think all
A
these
V18?
I think all these cars currently do run V8s on track. The Corvette running a LS V8, the Mercedes running a V8, I believe the Mustang also running a V8, and I believe the BMW running a V8 as well.
Yeah.
Mercedes V8 is.
Yeah.
I do know that the Mustang is running a giant variation of the Coyote and the Corvette running a variation of the LS. The ways of the German.
Do you think
manufacturers.
are these NA or?
As of what
I'm pretty
I
sure
know,
the
yes.
BMWs. Well, I'm pretty sure the BMWs turbocharged. If I'm not mistaken.
So I believe all GT3 cars are NA.
Are
Yes, I do believe all GT cars are NA. I will double check that while we were in crowd cam while we set up the second race. But right now, I do believe the checkered flag will be dropping this time by, and it looks like Axel may just be able to squeeze ahead and take home the first win here for round one of Pool A for the TexSEF Undisputed 2026 iRacing State Championship. We're just about to see that flag start to fly. We'll see in just a moment. You see the 0 minutes remaining in the race. Looks like that win is going to come down to Axel from Science Academy, taking round one in the TexSEF Undisputed iRacing State Championship. So we'll be right back as we get a hold of the race and as we put you onto crowd cam. we're back once again for some iRacing. This is Pool B. You have 2 Hebron cars. One of them does say Marco, but that is incorrect. That is Mr. Kian from Hebron. Then we have the second Hebron car. That is Mr. Gage Lambert. Not sure why it says just his name and not his school, but that's okay. We'll get that fixed before the next race, next Pool B. And then rounding off in the top 3 for this Pool B, you have the McLaren from Lubbock. You have Mr. Kian in that Lubbock machine, that nice gold McLaren. So we're getting underway. We're fixing to go green for another 30 minutes. Just kind of hugging that pace car, getting real friendly with it. No, you got to be comfortable.
So what's the whole point of a green flag, or not green flag, having the pace car? Just kind of warm up the tires, get around the map a little bit, or the track a little bit before you get in there? Or?
So most racing series do run a pace car, and they do a rolling start. So the pace car is what enforces the cars on track in that in their positions to stay there and go relative speed. That way you don't just have 2 people, like a bunch of cars, just absolutely rocket blasting on the pace car. So the pace car is there to keep them in check, to keep them behind and make sure you stand safe.
And is this to warm up tires? Warm up tires the temperature before you go just head on?
Yes, for the most part, but it is also used to get the cars going so that they can come around for a rolling start. Because you saw they started in the pit lane. So they go from the pit lane into a little pace lap to come around. That way they're already on track so they can hit that green flag running. And green flag running is what they're going to do with Mr. Kian in the McLaren machine running away, holding first place. Looks like he was supposed to start first or second place, but he started in first. But he's going to hold that first position. So he's going to try and run away with that first position here, leaving both the Hebron machines in the dust, trying to leave them behind. But he's going to have the attack of Hebron all over. Looks like the McLaren's going to run off. Not sure if he's just overturned through the turn there. Kind of runs off into the wall there. A little bit of a wall tap. Not sure what's going on there. We'll check on him to make sure he's doing all right. Anyway, back to, I guess now the
Hebrons.
The Battle of the Beamers, Battle of the Hebrons, Battle of the Hawks.
Battle of the Beamers. It's a little tongue twister.
It is a little tongue twister. It's going to be very interesting to try and run and see us something done for this Pool B. Nothing too official for this Pool B, because Pool A is going to be Undisputed state champion. So Pool B will be crowned the unofficial Pool B state champion. So we're going to see that at the end of the 2-day little race season we have going on. But right now, seeing the BMW run around the course, looks like it's going to be a clear-cut run for Mr. Gage, running a little bit back. Not sure what happened to Ian. Looks like it's going to be a little bit of a battle. Looks like the McLaren coming up, making some sort of a pass. Whoa. Bit of a packet loss here. Not sure what just happened there. We're going to cut back to Mr. Gage here. Looked like some desync happened on the other cars as well. I'm not sure what just happened. We're going to put you on board as we try and figure this out and see what's going on.